Hello, kindergartners. It's Digi. Take a minute and tell a friend what you have learned so far about what it means to be a good citizen. Of course, you all know a good digital citizen, THINKs. Say this with me. T is for truthful. H is for helpful. I is for inspiring. N is for necessary. K is for kind. Digi thinks you were amazing. Today we are going to talk about our new word, necessary. What do you think necessary means? Necessary means something we need in our life. Is it necessary to have a scooter? It is nice to have a scooter, but we don't need a scooter. Water, air, clothes, food, and a place to live are necessary for us to be healthy and alive. Everything else, like a scooter, is just something we might want. Just like things that are necessary in our life offline, we should always ask ourselves about what is necessary before we use technology. Digi says it is necessary to ask permission from an adult before he uses technology to go online. Digi wants you to always get permission from a trusted adult before turning on your device. Some necessary online activities might be things parents are helping us with, like sending in a school project to our teacher or sending a message to someone we are working on a school project with. Another reason it may be necessary to go online is when our teacher tells us to do a school assignment. This might be a program or an app we use for learning our letters. Raise your hand and tell me something that might be necessary for a kindergartner to do online. Are you ever silly? Is it okay to be silly? The answer depends on what you're being silly about. One time, Digi was rhyming words. He started calling his friend Kelly, Kelly the Belly. He told some of his other friends and they started giggling, and they started repeating, Kelly the Belly, Kelly the Belly. When Kelly heard them, she asked them to stop. They stopped, but then started again on the playground. Kelly was sad. She didn't like being called that name. She finally told the teacher that they would not stop. Mrs. Jones told the whole class that it is okay to be silly sometimes, but they must always stop when someone's feelings are getting hurt. The kids all apologized to Kelly, but she would never forget how it felt. Sometimes people put things online when they're being silly, but it is hurtful to someone else. This is never okay. Posts that are silly about someone else or hurtful are never necessary, and are usually not truthful, helpful, or inspiring either. What would happen if Digi had typed the words Kelly the Belly online to a friend in a message? Would it be necessary? Would it be helpful or inspiring? You should know that when you type something into your device, it is always there, and it will never go away. It becomes part of your digital footprint. Have you heard of pop-ups? A pop-up is something that just pops up on a technology screen. It can happen anytime. It is never necessary to click on pop-ups. Some pop-ups are trying to trick you and trying to get you to do something that is not necessary, like share private information or trick you. Digi says, delete the pop-ups. If you don't know how to delete a pop-up, ask an adult to help you. Kindergartners should never click on a pop-up. Pretend you're on the internet learning about dinosaurs, and you come across a site that looks like it is for adults. It may look like a news site or a cool ad on the side of the screen. If you don't recognize what the site is, or you don't understand why this site came up when you looked up dinosaurs, what should you do? Kindergartners should always stop and ask for help. Adults understand that this may happen, and they will help you find what you're looking for. Only go to sites that are necessary and that are made to be kid-friendly. Your teacher can help you understand what kinds of sites are safe and what are trickier. And always be careful to not click on pop-ups. Be safe and only do what is necessary. And THINK when you use technology. Did you remember a time when he went online to send a message to his friends about their friend Mel because he was angry about losing to him at soccer that day during recess. Digi forgot about the think rules that day and sent a message to all of his friends that Mel cheats at soccer. Mel heard about this from one of their friends. He was very hurt and talked to Digi the next day. Digi knew he wasn't being truthful, helpful, or inspiring when he wrote that message, and he also knew that it is never necessary to post hurtful things. Digi apologized to Mel and sent a message to their friends that he was sorry for being a bad digital citizen. Digi, your teacher, and your parents can help you understand rules for what is safe and unsafe to put online. Here are some things to talk about with your teacher or parent. Is it necessary to get permission to go online? Is it necessary to give out personal information? Is it necessary to click on pop-ups? Digi wants you to remember that it is necessary to only use apps and games that a trusted adult tells you are okay. If you ever come across something on the internet you don't understand or that makes you uncomfortable or looks like it is for grown-ups, get off and get help from a trusted adult. Just like in real life, there are some places that kids should not go. Digi also wants to remind everyone to think before posting something and ask yourself first if it is really necessary. Be safe and only do what is necessary, and always THINK when you use technology. And now, a word from our founder, Lisa Stroman.
Technology is always going to be a part of our lives, but we have to remember that with this privilege comes responsibility. Digital Citizen Academy was created to help you become a responsible digital citizen by empowering, educating, and inspiring you to become a leader in the technology space. We want you to be safe online, and we also want you to have a voice in what happens with your digital footprint. Thank you for being a good digital citizen, and welcome to the DCA team.